Hello, I'm on a fabulous rooftop here in Greenpoint in Brooklyn with a fantastic Manhattan skyline behind me, courtesy of Thema Recordings, Lenny Possa's label. And I'm here with Dutch DJ and legendary producer Steve Rachmad. Steve, welcome to New York.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
We're delighted to have you here because this is a special night for Clubbers Guide New York. It's actually our first anniversary party and we're partnering with Trilogy to bring Steve to New York. And Steve, you haven't been back in New York for a few years now, so this is like your first time to play in a number of years in New York.
It is indeed. I think it's been 5 years or 6 even, I just heard. So it's been really a long time.
Well, New York has missed you, and we're definitely delighted to have your particular brand of techno in New York because it's been a while. Tell us a little bit about your, maybe what you're thinking of playing for us tonight.
Honestly, because I couldn't bring much stuff, so I really focused on a bit of a Berghain kind of a set, actually. I have a small backup for if it's a bit softer.
Okay.
It's not going to be really super banging or anything, but serious techno.
Well, you've done a lot of nights at Berghain, so you definitely have the feel for that down pretty well, and I think Brooklyn is ready for a little bit of a Berghain Rachmad experience. And you're heading off after this to San Francisco, is that correct?
San Francisco, indeed. I'm doing, I think, a party control in San Francisco. Looking forward as well, because I haven't been to that side of the stage at all yet. So that's going to be a new experience for me.
And you also played in Detroit in the Movement Festival this year. And how was that? Was that your first time playing there, or you had been before?
It was my second time. My first time was, I think, 2003 or 5 or something. So I was really dying to go there again, and I had a really great time. It was really a fun time. Nice to see all the guys there, and I think the set went great, and it was really a fun experience again.
Definitely, it was definitely one of the highlights for me of the festival, your set, and to see in a who's who in the booth with you, Chris Liebing and Speedy J and Ben Clark and Marcel Detman. I mean, you hang with these guys all the time, and a lot of them, you know, I could hear when I was interviewing them in Detroit that they have a lot of respect for you, and you've been in the business for a long time. But are there any new artists that you're checking out and that you're listening to, or that how do you go about deciding whether you're going to remix somebody's work or, you know, release a track, or how does that happen?
Yeah, it all depends, because there's so much going on, and in general I just have to have something with the music that they do. And if I sometimes do something that I have nothing with as well, because then it's really like, okay, what can I do with it that has a different feeling to it as well. But in general I have to have a feeling with it, and I can do it sometimes even for a guy that I don't really know, because he's an upcoming guy. Because I know some people rather do it only for guys that are already made their name, you know. But I think you have to help the younger generation as well. I mean, they got inspired maybe by you, and you have to give them something back as well, I think.
Well, that's really nice. That's really nice to hear, because I think it is important to encourage young talent and to see that coming up. You know what, we're being chewed to death here by the mosquitoes. So I'm going to let Steve get some rest before he heads off to Brooklyn to play for the Trilogy Clubbers Guide New York party. And we're really looking forward to hearing him play, and all the rest of the DJs who are on the lineup tonight. Steve, bring the Berghain heat.
I will.
Thank you very much.